Everybody, welcome back. This is Ben Murphy of Living in Lexington. Everything you need to know about living in Lexington, Kentucky and all surrounding areas. Ladies and gentlemen, are you thinking about moving to Paris? Well, you're in the right place because today we are going to do another top neighborhoods review. This time we're going to Southern Hills in Paris, Kentucky. Hey everybody, do me a quick favor, please click the like button. It's going to help me get these videos out there, especially for anyone who's trying to research more about the area. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are talking about nextdoor.com. We're talking about Southern Hills, actually. So as you can kind of see, this is what Southern Hills is. It's not a large area. It's actually a very, very small area. In fact, the video tour is actually like a few minutes long, whereas some of the other neighborhoods are 15, 20-minute tours. This one's actually a very, very short tour. And I just wanted to show you this Nextdoor website. Again, if you've never seen these videos before, you need to go check out some of the other top neighborhoods videos because I do feature this website on here. This is not an endorsement whatsoever. I'm just a fan of it personally. It is like an official Facebook group website. Okay, so it's a little bit more than just being on Facebook itself. They do lost and found things. There's urgent alerts. I get emails almost every day from there about things that are going on in the neighborhood or in my specific neighborhood, I should say. So even if you aren't living in Kentucky, you should definitely check it out. See if your neighborhood is on this website. It probably is. If it's a newer neighborhood, like if you're one of the first people in that neighborhood, may not be on it already, but they do a pretty good job of updating. So I'm going to zoom in real quick one more time, just so you can again see the layout of it. Again, not a large neighborhood. As you can see, you can go in one way, go out on the other side. So here we are in Google Maps. I wanted to show you kind of where it was in relates to Paris, Kentucky, the city center. So Paris is a very small town, ladies and gentlemen, 9,000 residents last time I checked. So very, very small community itself. And so once you leave the central city area, I mean, you're in the country, really. And this road is actually a very awesome drive. I actually enjoyed going to make this video because I just remember the scenery is beautiful Kentucky countryside. So if you are looking for that beautiful kind of old Kentucky home country feel, this neighborhood's probably right up your alley. And the homes are really nice. I enjoy driving through it. Again, very short drive. Okay, very, very short drive. And so it's a small neighborhood. So if you're looking for a neighborhood, maybe not necessarily huge, expensive, I mean, these are probably going to be more up your alley, if I'm being honest with you. So let's zoom out just a little bit. As you can see, it's 3 miles from Paris City Center, okay, downtown Paris, and, not a bad drive. 7 minutes, I mean, you're there instantly, almost. So we're going to zoom out just a little bit because I do like to showcase where you are in regards to Lexington. So as you can kind of see on this Google Maps, there's Paris Pike right there. It'll take you all the way in. And so you probably got a couple of different routes to get to Lexington, if I'm being honest, but most likely you'll want to go at least try to get over here towards Paris Pike because then it's a straight shot into Lexington. Okay, and you actually got a couple of different little airports as well. There's a lot of things that I can showcase about Paris, Kentucky itself, but I'm going to try to just focus a little bit on the fact that it is a small town, countryside. Bourbon Drive-In Theater. I've been to that drive-in theater quite a few times over the years. My wife and I, it's actually one of our favorite places to go to during the summer. You can bring your dogs, hang out with your family. They do cook food there as well. They always recommend that you don't bring in food. Please purchase food to help, keep this theater running. I don't know many drive-in theaters out there anymore, but this is one that's still rocking. It's still going, and it's still moving along, which is great. Bourbon County Park, which is a nice little park. I definitely need to do a video about Paris's parks, but now that the weather's turning, we're now in the springtime here. If you're watching this video, we're in the springtime of 2023, so we'll definitely start doing some more park videos. I know I got one about Winchester, some in Lexington. We'll definitely talk a little bit more about Paris, Kentucky as we move further into the summertime. So Paris Athletic Complex. This is actually kind of cool little area. Just to kind of show it to you. I don't know if it's going to let me show you some photos or not. Probably not at this point, but let's see. Let's click there. Maybe. Nope. We're going to just ignore that completely. So, as you can see, like I said, it's a small town, but the funny thing is 25-minute drive to Lexington easily. Half an hour drive, tops. And you can explore and do all the fun things that the rest of Lexington has. And the cool thing is, if you kind of see, I live in Winchester. So, I mean, it's, 20-minute drive from Winchester. I took this nice little road all the way up and got there. And you're not too far from the highway. It's a pretty straight shot to the highway as well. I would recommend taking Paris, depending on where you're going. If you're trying to go east, then you definitely want to take this road because then you've got multiple exits on this highway. So, again, wanted to feature Paris because I know a lot of people who work in Lexington but live outside of Lexington, which is nice because you've got all these communities like Georgetown, even Frankfort, Versailles, Midway right here, Winchester right down here, even go south, you've got Richmond, Nicholasville, Wilmore. You've got all these little communities that you can go and live. And if you're trying to stay outside of the city, you don't necessarily want to live inside of Lexington itself. I totally understand. Those are possibilities for you. Excuse me. So I catch my breath there real quick. Zoom in. Like I said, the more you kind of zoom in, you'll just kind of see there's small town. You got plenty of stuff though. Save a Lot, Tractor Supply, Kentucky Pretties, which I think is a clothing store. Yep, I think I've heard about that. I think my wife's told me a little bit about Kentucky Pretties, which that's pretty cool. Definitely gonna have to check them out. I'm sure she'll want to check them out at some point as well. So what I would recommend, they do have a hospital, which I thought was really cool. If you look in Winchester, they've got a hospital themselves, a regional hospital, and you're not too far from Lexington as well. I have heard of Trackside Restaurant. I need to check them out. And I definitely need to give them a chance because they do have a pretty good star rating. I might have to do a video about them. I do know about another place called Bernacos, which is a Hispanic Mexican joint that I've heard really good things about as well. So we're going to jump in the car, show you guys what the neighborhood looks like, and we'll show you what the homes look like. everybody, that does it for today's video. Thank you so much for sticking around here till the end. If you haven't done so already, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button. It's going to help get these videos out there, especially for those who are trying to research more about the area and trying to make the decision on where they want to land when it comes to moving. And if you are one of those people, then you got to do the next thing, which is hit that subscribe button. You're going to be notified every single time we release a video, and we're up to doing 3 videos a week at this point. And so you're going to be constantly updated about what's going on in the area, things to do, the real estate market. So you got to hit that subscribe button if you haven't so already. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ben Murphy with the Deuce Kirk team at eXp Realty, living in Lexington. Y'all have a good day.